Dear students, welcome to Mimar Digital PUC KCET bar JEE crash course. Okay. Already ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಲಿಂಕ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಲ್ವ ಆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಇಂದ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಸೇಮ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. So those materials contain consisting of classwork part and assignment part. So classwork part we solve in this video sessions only. Assignment part ಅನ್ನು ನೀವೇ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay. Now we are going to start first in class 1. I am going to start the topic mathematical reasoning. Okay. This topic is let us discuss some competitive questions. First question. The contrapositive of the statement is if two triangles are identical then these are similar. This is the statement. Here we have to find the contrapositive of this statement. This statement is combination of two statements. How are the two statements? Statement P, that is two triangles are identical. And another statement is statement Q, that is two triangles are similar. Two triangles are similar. So the statement is, this compound statement is like this: P implies Q. If two triangles are identical, then these are similar. Okay. Now we have to find the contrapositive of that statement. So we know that if P implies Q is a statement, then the contrapositive of the statement is negation Q implies negation P. Okay. Agara the contrapositive of that is nothing but we have to write negation Q implies negation P. So here P is two triangles are identical, then negation P is two triangles are not identical. Okay. Negation Q is two triangles are not similar. Agar negation Q implies negation P is nothing but if two triangles are not similar, then these are not identical. That is the right answer. Option A. If two triangles are not similar, then these are not identical. Option A is the right option. Okay. Now we move on to next question. Question number 2. Which of the following is the inverse proportion of the statement if a number is prime then it is odd? If a statement is if a number is prime then it is odd. This is also a compound statement, combination of there are two statements are there. So first statement P, that is the number is prime, and second statement Q, a number is odd. So P implies Q is nothing but a number is prime, then it is odd. Now we are going to find the inverse of this proposition. So if P, we know that if P implies Q is a statement, then inverse of P implies Q is negation P implies negation Q. The inverse of P implies Q is negation P implies negation Q. Here P is a number is prime, then negation P is a number is not prime. Negation Q is a number is not odd. Then negation P implies negation Q is nothing but if a number is not a prime, then it is not odd. Option D is the right option. If a number is not a prime, then it is not odd. Negation P implies negation Q. Next, move on to next problem. The negative of the proposition proposition statement. If a number is divisible by 15, then it is divisible by 5 or 3. There are how many statements are? 3 statements are there. First statement, P. You know, number is divisible by divisible by 15. Then it is divisible by 5 or 3. Q. A number is divisible by 5. Next, another statement. A number is divisible by 3. Okay. So here the statement is logical representation of the statement is P implies Q or R. P implies Q or R. P and a number is divisible by 15. Then it is divisible by 5 or 3. This is the logical representation of this statement. Now, negative of this proposition. So now we know that totally P implies Q can also written as this is approximately equal to negation P or Q. P implies Q is also equal to negation P or Q. That is approximately equal to negation P or Q. Okay na? Agare if P implies Q or R can written as P implies Q or R is approximately equal to negation P or Q or R by using this statement. Okay na? By using this definition in there, P implies Q is approximately equal to, important one is P implies Q is approximately equal to negation P or Q. This statement, logical statement is that P implies Q or R given as negation P. This is approximately equal to negation P or Q or R. Now we are going to find the negation of this statement. So negation is here P then P is a statement. Then negation of P is negation of P is the negation P is the negation of this is negation of negation P, okay, or Q or R. Negation of negation P. There is a statement number 20. Now apply the negation. This is approximately equal to negation of negation P. Negation of negation P. R negation is and negation of this one Q or R. So this is approximately equal to negation of negation P is P or and negation Q R na negation is and negation R. Note P and negation Q and negation R. P and the number is divisible by 15 and it is not divisible by Q and divisible by 5. Negation Q is nothing but not divisible by 5. Negation R is nothing but not divisible by 3. So a number is divisible by 15 and not divisible by 5 and 3. Not divisible by 5. All the statement with the symbol and is 5 and 3. Now the number which is divisible by 15 and it is not divisible by 5 or is the option. You know it. A number is divisible by 15 then it is not divisible by 5 and 3. This is the right option. The second option is a number is divisible by 15 and it is not divisible by 5 and 3. Here then is there. Implies condition is there and is there. So this is not the right option. Okay. Right option is a number is divisible by 15 and it is not divisible by 5 and 3. This is the right option. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ right option ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ then ಇದೆ. Then ಅಂದ್ರೆ that is nothing but implies ಇದೆ. P implies Q ಇದ್ರೆ so this is right answer. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ and ಇದೆ. Therefore right option is a number is divisible by 15 and it is not divisible by 5 and 3. That is the right option. Next question. There are two statements are there. First statement is P such that a man is happy, and second statement is Q such that a man is rich. Then the statement, compound statement, you are using those two statements, there is a compound state proposition in that. That is, if a man is not happy, then he is not rich. A man is not happy, then he is not rich. Okay, P is statement P is being represented, that is given by a man is happy. Then negation of P is a man is not happy. Man is not happy. Negation Q. Q is a statement of a man is rich. Then negation Q is a man is not rich. Okay. Even next composition is composition statement is there. Proposition now. If a man is not happy, then he is not rich. If a man is not happy, then negation P, then he is not rich. Then that is the limit implies he is not rich. Not rich is the negation Q. So then the representation of logical representation of this statement is negation P implies negation Q. There is option of negation P implies negation Q. Option A is the right answer. First what are the negations of the given statements P and Q? That statement that is logical representation. A man is not happy, that is nothing but negation P. Then that is implies that he is not rich. A man is not rich and negation Q. Therefore, the right logic for this statement is negation P implies negation Q. Next question. Let S be a non-empty subset of a real number and subset is S another. This is a subset of real number. Consider the following statement. One statement is given. Statement P is given by there is a rational number x. There is a rational number x that belongs to that subset S such that x is greater than 0. This is the given statement. There is a rational number x. So that x belongs to set S such that that x value is always greater than 0. Then which of the following statements, following statement is the negation of the statement P? Just statements there. Adalli yavadu P statement is negation aguತ್ತದೆ. So here the statement, just observe the statement. The statement is there is a rational number x belongs to S such that x is greater than 0. There is a rational number x belongs to S such that that x is greater than 0. X greater than 0, negation x is less than or equal to 0. X is less than or equal to 0 the options have all options x is less than or equal to 0 ಇದೆ. ಹೌದಾ? There is a rational number x ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನು ತಗೋಬಹುದು? Every rational number ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಹೌದಾ? For negation ಏನು ತಗೋಬಹುದು? Every rational number x belongs to S such that x is less than or equal to 0 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. There is ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ statement ಅಲ್ಲಿ there is a rational number x is there. For that we are writing negation. Negation ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು? Every rational number x belongs to x ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. And condition is x greater than 0 ಇದೆ. Negation of that one is x less than or equal to 0. Then negation of this statement is every rational number x belongs to S satisfies x less than or equal to 0. This is the right answer for fifth one. Next question. Question number 6. The contrapositive of 2x plus 3 is equal to 9 implies x is not equal to 4. This is also a compound statement. There are two statements are there. So statement P is given by 2x plus 3 which is equal to 9 and statement Q is x not equal to 4. Okay. Then statement ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇದೆ P implies Q ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Contrapositive of P implies Q is given by negation Q implies negation P. Negation contrapositive of this one is contrapositive of P implies Q is negation Q implies negation P. ಇಲ್ಲಿ P ಏನಿದೆ 2x plus 3 is equal to 9 ಇದೆ ಹೌದಾ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ negation P ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 2x plus 3 which is not equal to 9. Then negation Q is x is equal to x not equal to 4 Q statement Q ಅದರ negation ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ x is equal to 4. Then contrapositive of P implies Q is negation Q implies negation P. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ negation Q is nothing but x not equal to x is equal to 4 implies negation P. Negation P ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೆ 2x plus 3 which is not equal to 9. 2x plus 3 which is not equal to 9. Therefore, the contrapositive of the statement 2x plus 3 is equal to 9 implies x not equal to 4 is x is equal to 4 implies 2x plus 3 not equal to 9. Now option is x is equal to 4 implies 2x plus 3 not equal to 9. Option A is that is the right option. Okay, question number 6. Next question. ನೋಡಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದು ಟ್ವಿಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ the contrapositive of the inverse of the statement P implies negation Q. P implies negation Q. Just here consider a statement. Not in the expression. Consider a statement P implies Q. This is the statement P implies Q. If first thing is that first we have to find the inverse, then contrapositive of that. The inverse of this statement is inverse of P implies Q is negation P implies negation Q, and contrapositive of this statement is contrapositive ಏನಿದೆ negation Q implies negation P. ಹೌದಾ? ಈಗ given statement P implies negation P. So first ಏನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು inverse of that statement ಅನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. inverse ಅನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಪೋಸಿಟಿವ್ ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ P implies negation Q. P implies Q ಇದ್ರೆ negation P implies negation Q ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. P implies negation Q ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ is negation P implies negation of negation Q. So this is implies that negation P implies negation of negation Q is Q only. Right? ಇದು ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ P implies negation Q. ಈ ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ನ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಪೋಸಿಟಿವ್ ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಪೋಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಫ್ ಯಾವುದು ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸ್ negation P implies Q is contrapositive of P implies Q is negation Q implies negation P. Then contrapositive of negation P implies Q is negation Q implies negation of negation P. So that is approximately equal to negation Q implies negation of negation P is P. Now option is the negation Q implies P, negation Q implies P. Option A, that is the right option. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? ಸೊ ಏನೇನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಪೋಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ negation P implies negation Q. ನಮಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಪೋಸಿಟಿವ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅದು ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ನ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಪೋಸಿಟಿವ್ ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತೆ. ದ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಪೋಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ negation Q implies P. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. The converse of ಇದು ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಕೊಡೋದು how to find the contrapositive of p implies q. P implies q statement, given statement. The contrapositive of this one is negation q implies negation p. E contrapositive is converse. Okay, converse ಅಂದ್ರೆ if p implies q ಇದ್ರೆ converse of this one is q implies p. This is the converse. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ contrapositive ನ converse ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Converse of now converse of negation q implies negation p is negation p implies negation q. Negation p implies this is equal to is negation p implies negation p. Negation p implies negation q. Negation p implies negation q. Option C is right answer. Nodi idu note barkolli. The converse of contrapositive converse of contrapositive is equal to, that is nothing but inverse. ಹೌದಾ ನೋಡಿ, the statement is p implies q. Between options are the statement is right option is negation p implies negation q ಬಂದಿದೆ. Okay, just leave it up. Here the statement is p implies q. Then what is the inverse of that statement? Inverse of the statement is negation p implies negation q. ಹೌದಾ? So ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, the converse of the contrapositive is always the same as inverse. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ನಾವು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಮೂರು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಬರೆಯಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ converse of contrapositive is nothing but inverse. Inverse ಅನ್ನು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. Is the contrapositive of p or q implies r. The contrapositive of p or q implies r. So we know that p implies q is approximately equal to negation p or q. I discuss ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಇದು. P implies q is approximately equal to negation p or q. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ given statement is p or q implies r. ಇದೇನಂತ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು? This is approximately equal to negation of p or q implies r ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು. p or q implies r ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು. This is approximately equal to negation of p. P is equal to the p is nothing but p or q is the negation of p or q or r. Statement r. ಈಗ ಇರೋದು ಏನು ಬೇಕಾ? ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, p ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇದೆ ಹೌದಾ? ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ. Contrapositive of that statement. You know that p implies q is that. Contrapositive of the statement is negation q implies negation p. If p or q implies r, then contrapositive statement is negation r implies negation of p or q. Negation r implies negation of p or q. ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಓ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದು ರಾಂಗ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ. Negation r implies negation of p. Negation of r is and negation q. This is the right answer. Now recheck my options. Now option is option B. Option B is the right answer. ಅವಾಗ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ಅಲ್ಲೇನಾದ್ರು ಸಪೋಸ್ ನೆಗೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲದ ಇಂಪ್ಲೈಸ್ ನ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ನೆಗೇಷನ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅದು. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವಾಗ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಿದೆ? ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇದೆ. ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ negation r implies negation of p or q. Negation of p or q ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ negation p and negation q. That is option B is the right answer. Okay. We move on to next question. Question number 10. What is the negation of Q or negation of P and R? The statement is given statement Q or negation of P and R. P and R. E statement is negation variable. You know that if P is the statement, then negation of this one is negation P. Then E statement is the negation error. That is negation of Q or negation of P and R. So this is approximately equal to negation Q. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ R ಇದೆ negation of ಏನಾಗುತ್ತದೆ and negation of negation ಏನಿದೆ P and R. So this is approximately equal to negation Q and negation of negation P is P. So we know that negation of negation P is P. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ negation of negation ಇದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ P and R ಅನ್ನೋದು negation of negation statement is that statement only ಏನಂತ P and R. There is option now. So finally we are getting negation of negation Q and P and R. Negation Q and ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ R ಇದೆ. So this is all wrong. Okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿ negation Q R ಇದೆ. This is also wrong. Here negation Q and P and R is this is the right option. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? So negation ಬರೆಯೋದು. Next problem. Eleventh one. Already negation ಕೇಳಿದಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So simple last column ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. Negation of P and Q or R. So is negation apply ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ this is approximately equal to negation P and ಈ negation apply ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ it becomes R negation of Q or R. Negation of Q or R. So this is approximately equal to negation P and negation apply ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ negation Q R ನ negation apply ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ it becomes and negation R. Options check ಮಾಡಿ option ಇದೆ there negation P and negation of Q and R but the negation of Q or R this is not the right option. Here negation P and negation Q and negation R is this is the right option. Check try ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಎರಡು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Then the final answer is negation of this one. This statement is negation P or negation Q and negation R. Next problem. The negation of the compound proposition P or negation of P and Q. P or negation of P or Q. ಇದು negation front ಮಾಡಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ so that is ಏನು ಬರ್ಬೇಕು negation of P or negation P or Q. So negation ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ so that is approximately equal to negation P. What is the negation of R? Negation of R is and in negation apply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ negation of negation P or Q. Negation of negation P or Q. So this is equal to approximately equal to this approximately equal to negation P and negation of negation P is P. Negation of negation P that is P and negation of negation of and is negation of r is and then negation q is then. So this is approximately equal to negation p and p and negation q. बराबर है क्या? Negation p and negation q. So we know that and operation, or operation or operation and then implies operations are satisfies commutative law. ये ಎರಡು condition, and condition, or condition and then in implies, double implies conditions are satisfies commutative law. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ so that is p and q can also known as q and p. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾದರೂ negation p and negation q can also known as that is approximately equal to p and negation q and negation p. ಇದು ಬರೆಯಬಹುದಲ್ಲ? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರೆದಿದೆ, ಇದನ್ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ negation p and q and negation q ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಬರ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ನನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬರೆದು ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಕಾಮ್ಯುಟೇಟಿವ್ ಲಾ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಮ್ಯುಟೇಟಿವ್ ಲಾ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಕಾಮ್ಯುಟೇಟಿವ್ ಲಾ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಮ್ಯುಟೇಟಿವ್ ಲಾ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು p and negation q and negation p ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ. p and negation q and negation p is option A. What is the option A is the right answer. Next question. Which of the following statements is logically equal to this statement? Given statement. ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈ ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ, ಈ ನಾಲ್ಕರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈ ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅಂತ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. So first consider the given statement. There is a negation of negation p implies q. So this is approximately equal to p implies q na ಏನಂತ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು? negation p or q. You know that p implies q is approximately equal to negation p or q. Again, then negation p implies q then be written as negation of negation p or q. Very good. By using this condition or q. So this is approximately equal to negation of negation p is p or q. That is this is approximately equal to straight ಮಾಡಿ negation apply ಮಾಡಿ negation of p or negation apply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ it will becomes and negation of q. This is the right answer. Check ಮಾಡಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ negation p and negation q in option D. This is the right answer. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ negation of negation p implies q ಇದೆ. we know that p implies q. q ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು p ಅನ್ನೋದು so q ಅನ್ನೋ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ p ಅನ್ನೋದು hypothesis ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. this is conclusion, this is hypothesis, this is conclusion. So this can be known as negation. This is approximately equal to negation p or q. Okay, so agar negation by using that statement negation p implies q can be known as negation of negation p or q ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. So next is negation apply ಮಾಡಿ simplify ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಫೈನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಂತ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್, ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ negation p and negation q. That is option D. Therefore option D is the right answer. Okay, next problem. Negation p or q is logically equivalent to negation p and q, not r q, and q is logically equivalent to. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಂಪ್ಲೈಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ A ಇದೆ p implies q. p implies q is nothing but by using the condition p implies q is ಏನು, this is approximately equal to negation p or q. अगर p implies q is approximately equal to negation p or q equal ಇದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ therefore option A is wrong. Next q implies p ಇದೆ q implies p ಅಂತ ಬಟ್ ಏನಂತ ಬರೋದಾದ್ರೆ negation q or p ಇದಕ್ಕೆ equal ಇದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ this also wrong. Then option C negation of p implies q negation of p implies q so this is approximately equal to negation of p implies q to think better negation p or q the negation of p that is approximately equal to negation of negation p and negation q so this is approximately equal to p and negation q equal ಇದೆಯಾ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ therefore this is also wrong ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು option D negation of q implies p this is approximately equal to negation of q implies p ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಂತ negation q or negation q or p by using this statement so ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ that is implies that negation of negation q and negation p so this is approximately equal to negation of negation q is q and negation p also we know that and operator satisfies commutative law ಅದರ approximately equal to negation p and q ಇದೆಲ್ವಾ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು therefore option D is the right answer ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇದೆ p implies q q implies p p implies q q implies p negation ಇರ್ತದೆ ನೀವು ಬಹಳ ಈಸಿ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ negation p and q ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಈ ತರ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾರ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಥ್ರೂ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ವೆರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ ಈಸಿ ಇದೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗಿ ವೆರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ನ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರು ಸಾಕು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ the logically equivalent proposition of p double implies simple p double implies q is nothing but p implies q and q implies p if and only if conditions ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ if and only if ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು so if a implies prove that a if and only a is true if and only if b ಅಂದ್ರೆ a is true if and only if b is true ಅಂದ್ರೆ so that is a ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾವು b ನ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು and b ನ ತಗೊಂಡು a ನ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಹೌದಾ ಸೊ ನೀವು ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಇದನ್ನ if and only if ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ನ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ if and only if p double implies q logically equal to p implies q and q implies p option B is the right answer okay next question if p implies negation q and q is false then the truth values of p and q are respectively just here ಏನಿದೆ p implies negation q and negation p or q ಇದೆ ಅದು ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರೂತ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇದು p ಇದು q ಓಕೆ t t f f true false then p implies q p true q true then p implies q is true p true q false this statement is true and this statement is false then p implies q is false p is false q is true this false and this is true then this implies also true and then if this p is false q is also false then p implies q also then p implies q is true ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಹೈಪೋಥೆಸಿಸ್ ಇದು ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಹೈಪೋಥೆಸಿಸ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ p implies q ಟ್ರೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇದು ಹೈಪೋಥೆಸಿಸ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಇದ್ದು ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ this p implies q hypothesis implies conclusion is true hypothesis false ಇದ್ದು conclusion true or false ಏನಾರ ಇರಲಿ then p implies q is true suppose hypothesis true iddu conclusion false ittu andre then p implies q is false. Okay, now just here p implies q false only when p is true and q is false. Observe carefully, p implies q is false only when p is true and q is false. Therefore this implies this is false. P implies negation p or q is false yavaga only when p is true, negation p or q is false. ಇದು JEE ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಲ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. p is true, JEE ನಲ್ಲಿ negation p or q is false ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು p ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ, ಇದು p, this is nothing but q ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. p implies q ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ false ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ false ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವಾಗ this is true, this is false. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ p true ಆಯ್ತು, negation p or q is false ಬಂದಂಗಾಯ್ತು. ನಮಗೆ p ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಿಕ್ತು, q ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. q ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ again consider this one, p here negation p here q here negation p or q. ಈಗ p ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ t ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ t ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ. negation p is false, q ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಯಾವುದು ಬರ್ಬೋದು, either t or false. Okay, then negation p or q ಇದೆ, false true r ಇದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಎರಡು ಒಂದು ಐದರ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೂ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ then that statement is true, r condition is true. ಎರಡು false ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ false ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೋಡಿ false or false is false. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದೇ ಇದೆ negation p or q is false ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ the value of p is true, the value of q is false. ಸಿಂಪಲ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಇದಲ್ವಾ? ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ನೋಡಿ, 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಇದು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ KCET ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, p implies q is false ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ false ಆಗಿ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹೈಪೋಥೆಸಿಸ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಇದ್ದು ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ then p implies q false ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. therefore ನಿಮಗೆ p true ಸಿಕ್ತು, ಇದು ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನೆಗೇಷನ್ p q ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ನೆಗೇಷನ್ p r q ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆದ ಯಾವಾಗ ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಕರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ p is the value of p is true, the value of q is false. That's it. Okay, next question. Similar question is answered as p implies q or r. p implies q or r is false, then the truth value of p, q, r are respectively. This here p implies q is true only when ಇದು false ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, p implies q is false only when p is true, q is false. ಇದನ್ನ p ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಇದನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಾ, ನೀವು q ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಾ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ p implies q is false only when if p is true, then ಅದೇ q ಅಂದ್ರೆ q r is false. ಅದಾಯ್ತಾ? ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ p ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಿಕ್ತು, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, q and r ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. just consider q here r here q or r, true false true false true false. True or true is true or false is true, false or true is true, false or false is false. ಹೇಳಿದ ನಾವು ಆರ್ ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೂ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರು then the final statement is true. ಎರಡು values, all values are false, then the statement is false. Okay, now ಇಲ್ಲಿ q or r is false ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, false ಯಾವ್ದು ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಇದೆ false ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ that condition is satisfied only when q or r is false, only when q is false and r is false. Therefore we get the all the values of p, q, r. The value of p is true, the value of q is false, corresponding value ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. The value of r is also false. Therefore the values of p, q, r respectively t, f. Option is the right answer. ಅದಾಯ್ತಾ? Next problem. Let the inputs of P and Q be 1 and 0 respectively. The input of P is 1, the input of Q is 0. Then what is the input of P and Q? So P and Q and operator. So 1 is nothing but true, 0 is nothing but false. Okay, consider 1 and 2 0 and false. Next, and operator. And operator two conditions true idre matra true agutte. Yadra one statement false aaytandre then end operation becomes false. Idu 0 is alva false agage. Then 1 and or is 1 and 0 is 0. True and false value false. False is nothing but 0. So therefore P and Q na value, if P is 1 and Q is 0, then the value of P and Q is 0. Option B. Next question. If P is equal to, P is a statement such that 2 plus P is equal to 5 and Q is root 2 is irrational, then the symbolic statement of it is not true that 2 plus 3 equal to 5 if and only if root 2 is irrational. Note, P statement P is given by 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Then negation of P is either 2 plus 3 not equal to 5 or another statement is it is not true. It is not true that 2 plus 3 equal to 5. 2 plus 3 not equal to 5 andre onde, or it is not true that 2 plus 3 is equal to 5 andre onde. Next, root 3 is irrational, same as it is there. ಈಗ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಂಬಾಲಿಕ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟ್ರೂ ದಟ್ 2 plus 3 is equal to 5 if and only if root 2 is irrational. It is not true that 2 plus 3 is equal to 5 is nothing but negation P. If and only if ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, if and only if condition ಯಾವುದು ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, x double implies negation P double implies root 2 is irrational. Root 2 is irrational is nothing but Q. Then the symbolic representation of this statement is negation P double implies Q. Negation P double implies Q is the S. Option A is the right answer. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಹೌದಾ? ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಸಿಂಬಾಲಿಕ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಬೇಕು, ಅದರ ನೆಗೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಫೈನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಈಕ್ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಏನಿದೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟ್ರೂ ದಟ್ 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, that is nothing but negation P. If and only if under double implies next root 2 is irrational. Root 2 is irrational, then symbolic representation of this statement is negation P double implies Q. Next problem. The negation of the statement. And the statement of if a quadrilateral is square, then it is rhombus. First P statement P. Call this one as P. Statement P. Quadrilateral is square as statement P, and quadrilateral as rhombus as statement Q. Then P implies Q is that P implies Q. Next negation P. Okay, P implies Q ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Then it is ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ P implies Q or ಅಥವಾ and condition ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. P implies Q ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. P implies Q ಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ನಾವು negation ಅನ್ನು ಬರಬೇಕು. Then negate you have to find out negation of P implies Q. Important question, confuse ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. negation of P implies Q ಇದೆ. So negation of P implies Q ಅಂತ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರ್ಬಿಟ್ರಾ? Yes, negation P implies negation Q ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಾ. So no, it is wrong method. ಈ ತರ ಬರೆಯಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನು ಬರೆಯಬಹುದಿಲ್ಲ? negation of, we know that P implies Q is also approximately equal to negation P or Q. negation P or Q. ಈಗ negation ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? negation of negation P and negation Q. So this is implies this is approximately equal to negation of negation P is P and negation Q. So ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ negation of that statement is P. P ಅಂದ್ರೆ if a quadrilateral is square, then negation Q ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is rhombus. Otherwise the negation of Q it is not rhombus. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ p and negation q is nothing but a quadrilateral. If a quadrilateral is a square and it is not rhombus. If a quadrilateral is a square and it is not a rhombus, option C is the right answer. ಮತ್ತೆ quadrilateral is not a square, then it is not a rhombus ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಹೇಗೆ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋದು? p plus q is negation of p plus q ಕೊಡ್ತಷ್ಟು negation of p negation plus negation q ಬರೆಯಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. p plus q can as ಅಂತ ಬರೋದು negation p and or q ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ negation of ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಫೈನಲ್ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ p and negation q ಬರ್ತದೆ. p is nothing but a quadrilateral is a square and it is not rhombus. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? Yes, this finishes mathematical reasoning. Now let us discuss few questions from mathematical induction. First question: if n is positive integer, then 2 into 7 to the power n plus 3 into 5 to the power n minus 5 is divisible by ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. So for this problem I use 2 method. 2 method ಅಂದ್ರೆ put n is equal to 2 in that option question ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್, ಆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಗೆ n is equal to 2 ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 2 into given condition is 2 into 7 to the power n plus 3 into 5 to the power n minus 5 ಇದೆ. put n is equal to 2. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 2 into 49 7 square ಅಂದ್ರೆ 49 plus 3 into 5 square minus 5 square is nothing but 25. so this is equal to 2 into 49 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 98 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ plus 75 minus 5 that is equal to 75 minus 5 is 70 plus 98 is 168 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ 168 24 ಇಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ 168. 64 ಇಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ 64 2 is 128, 64 3 is 128 72 something 128 60 180 something 186 something ಬರಲ್ಲ. 17 ಇಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. 17 9 153 ಏನೋ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 666 this is greater than 168, therefore this is divisible only by 24. therefore this number is divisible by 24. ಇನ್ನು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ put n is equal to 1 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 2 into 7 that is 14 plus 3 5 is 15 minus 5 that is 24. then that number is divisible by 24. better ಏನು 2 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು n is equal to 1 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ more than one number ಇಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. that's why I'm taking n is equal to 2. n is equal to 1 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ more than one option ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ 2 ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ n is equal to 2 ತಗೊಂಡು n is equal to 2 ತಗೊಂಡು ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹಿತ ಸಪೋಸ್ n ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹಿತ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು ನಾವು n is equal to 2 ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್: if n is positive integer, then 4 to the power n minus 3n minus 1 is divisible by. ಇಲ್ಲಿ n is equal to 1 ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್. n is equal to 1, then 4 minus 3 minus 1 that is 0. ಹೌದಾ? so 0 is divisible by all these 4 numbers. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ n is equal to 1 ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ put n is equal to 2. n is equal to 2 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 4 square that is 16 minus 3 into 2 6 minus 1 that is equal to 16 minus 6 16 minus 6 ಎಷ್ಟು? 8 10 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 10 minus 1 is 9. this 9 is divisible by both 3 and 9. ಎರಡು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಹೌದಾ? ಆ ಎರಡು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ LCM ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಯಾವುದು? 3 ಮತ್ತೆ 9 ನ LCM LCM for 3 and 9 3 1s 3 3s 3 into 3 into 1 that is 9. so ಈ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ more than one option ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು ಅವುಗಳ LCM ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. LCM ಅಂತ 9 ಬಂದಿದೆ. 4 into n minus 4 to the power n minus 3n minus 1 is divisible by 9. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಒನ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಅವುಗಳ LCM ಅನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್: x to the power n minus y to the power n is divisible by here also put n is equal to 1 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ x minus y is divisible by x minus y ಒಂದೇ ಇದು ಬೇಡವಾ 10 is equal to 2 x cube minus x square minus y square x square minus y square a square minus b square formula ಏನು a plus b into a minus b ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ x minus y into x plus y this is divisible by both x minus y and x plus y but n is equal to 1 ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ only x minus y ಇಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆ put n is equal to 3 ಅದಕ್ಕೆ x cube minus y cube ಏನು ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square this is also divided by x minus y therefore the right option is x minus that is x to the power n minus y to the power n is divisible by x minus y only ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ next problem the product of three consecutive integer is divisible by ಏನಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಹೌದಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ the product of n consecutive numbers let us know product of n consecutive integers is divisible by n factorial formula interpret the formula is standard formula is product of n consecutive numbers which is divisible by n factorial 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into so on into n idra then that number is divisible by n factorial ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ the product of three consecutive numbers ಇದೆ then that is divisible by 3 factorial 3 factorial ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 1 into 2 into 3 that is equal to 2 3 is 6 6 1 is 6 this is the right that is the product of standard value in the formula and the trick product of n consecutive numbers is divisible by n factorial then product of 3 consecutive numbers is divisible by 3 factorial product of 4 consecutive numbers is divisible by 4 factorial like that only we have to find next problem 1 plus 1 divided by 2 into 5 plus 1 divided by 5 into 2 plus 1 divided by 8 into 11 plus 1 plus up to n times the value of that one is equal to ಅವರ ಇದರ ಸಮ್ ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹಿತ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ 2 to 2 ಮೆಥಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ 2 to 2 ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಟು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ 2 ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎರಡು ಟರ್ಮ್ ನ ಸಮ್ ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎರಡು ಟರ್ಮ್ ನ ಸಮ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 1 by 10 2 5 is 10 divided by 5 is 40 ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ LCM ಏನು 40 LCM ಆಗುತ್ತೆ 10 4 is 40 plus 41 is 41 into 1 1 that is 5 by 40 that is equal to 5 1 5 8 1 by 8 ಬಂತು ಇವೆರಡು ಟರ್ಮ್ ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ 1 by 8 ಬರ್ತದೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ we have to substitute in place of n we have to substitute ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 digits ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 2 terms ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we have to substitute in place of n we have to substitute 2 n ಇರೋ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ನ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 1 by 8 ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 2 divided by 6 2 is 12 plus 4 that is equal to 2 divided by 16 that is nothing but 1 by 8 this is the right option okay next check ಮಾಡೋಣ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ we have to check each and every option suppose ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಟೈಮ್ more than one option satisfy ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ condition is uncondition satisfy the next have to go for n is equal to 3 okay ನೋಡೋಣ next option B 2 into n ಅಂದ್ರೆ 4 divided by 6n plus 4 value 16 that is equal to 1 by 4 this is not the right option then option C 3 into 2 3 2s are 6 divided by 6n plus 4 value is 16 that is equal to 3 by 8 is also not equal to 1 by 8 option D 4 into 2 8 divided by 16 that is equal to 1 by 4 1 by 2 which is not equal to 1 by 8 1 by 8 is equal to ಯಾವುದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಒಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಮಗೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 1 n ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 2 ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರ್ತದೆ 1 by 8 ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅದು ಇವೆರಡು ಟರ್ಮ್ ಸಮ್ ಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ therefore the sum of this up to n terms is equal to n divided by 6n plus 4. This also by using 2 to 2 method. Next one. The sum of 1 into 5 plus 2 into 6 plus 3 into 7 plus 1 plus up to n terms is equal to ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ 2 to 2 method. So 2 to 2 method ಏನಂದ್ರೆ how to find the sum of first two terms 1 into 5 plus 2 6 ಎಷ್ಟು 12 12 plus 5 is 17. ಈಗ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ n ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ n ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಗೆ 2 ನ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ ಯಾವ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 17 ಬರುತ್ತೆ that is the right option. Let's check once. Option A 1 n is equal to 2 ಅಲ್ಲ 2 into 2 plus 1 is 3 into ನೋಡಿ 2 2s are 4 plus 13 17 divided by 6 cancel that is equal to 17 2 3 is 6 6 6 cancel 17 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು 2 to 2 ಮೆಥಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಒನ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಬರೋದು ಬಂದರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು 2 ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ 3 3 3 ಮೆಥಡ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. 2 to 2 ಮೆಥಡ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ರೇರ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 99% ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1% n is equal to 3 ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಟು ಚೆಕ್ ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 2 into 3 into 2 ಏನಂದ್ರೆ 4 minus 19 is 4 minus 13 is minus 9 divided by 6 2 3 is 6 6 6 cancel answer is minus 2. This is not equal to 17 is equal to 17. Next option C 2 into 3n ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 3 is 6 6 plus 1 7 into 17 divided by 6. This is not equal to 17. You know whatever. Then option D 2 into 7 into minus 9 divided by 6. This is also not equal to 17. Again plus into minus by plus, that is also negative value. That is also not equal to 17. Agar 17 equal to the option ಯಾವುದು option B. This is the right answer. Okay. So ನಿಮಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಂದ ತುಂಬಾ ರೇರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್. ಒನ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಕೇಳ್ದಲೇ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ಯಾವ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಕೇಳಿ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ 2 to 2 ಮೆಥಡ್ನೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ